Bhakti yoga is the yoga of relationship with spirit. It's the yoga, the practice, the spiritual path of man relating to God, of the individual soul relating to the supreme soul. It's really the path of devotion and dedication and all of the practices that help us to engage in that devotion and dedication. Well, chanting is certainly the most popular and well-known of the bhakti practices. In Sanskrit, it's called Nama Sankirtana, and it's a beautiful practice. It's a very deep practice of chanting mantras to music, oftentimes with other groups of people. It can be very ecstatic. It can be very celebratory. But I feel like the chanting practice is overemphasized or maybe too well known in a certain way. Because everyone loves to sing with a group of people and it's a very enjoyable practice, but it's only one of the bhakti practices. It's like sometimes I like to think of it as it's like the first date. There's a lot of ecstasy, there's a lot of pleasure there. But ultimately, bhakti yoga is this relationship with spirit that goes so far beyond the first date. It's a long-term relationship. And in that long-term relationship, because of what we're relating to, it can be very unecstatic. It can be very unpleasurable and even painful and agonizing. Bhakti yoga, I believe, is one of the deepest of the yogas because of this. It's relating to spirit in these moments where we're really touched by spirit in this way that uplifts us or opens our heart. But we're also relating to spirit in the hardest moments of our life and trying to see grace in the pain, see grace in the breakdowns and breakups. And bhakti yoga is a lot deeper than just the chanting. But the chanting is great. Yeah, this question comes up a lot because, again, most people's entry point to bhakti yoga is the chanting practice. And when we're doing Nama Sankirtana, we are singing the names of different gods and goddesses, usually Hindu gods and goddesses. And sometimes it can be confusing for people. From the point of view of yoga, it's not so much about relating to a particular god or a particular goddess as such. What we're relating to is what is known as the nirguna spirit, the unmanifest absolute energy. And these different gods and goddesses just put a face on that energy. They put a face on that grace or on that love that gives us something to relate to in the chanting practice, a name or names to that unnameable force, that unnameable presence. But I just think of all the gods and goddesses as different aspects or different flavors of that one love. So you have Ganesha, the elephant-headed God that is about removing obstacles and God's power to break through and bestow blessings. Or Kalima, the terrible form of the goddess with skulls around her neck, that force of transformation that comes through and takes from us whatever is not free in us and needs to be taken, like that. So I just say don't get hung up on the particular gods and goddesses. You don't have to convert to Hinduism to practice bhakti yoga. Well, you begin by just asking yourself the question, what is your relationship with spirit? What is it right now? And how do you want it to be? How would you want your connection to spirit be? And then Live into that. See what it takes to live into that connection. And then go deeper. And then go deeper. And then go deeper. And over time, that becomes bhakti yoga.